Prologue, the unmarked door. On a quiet street tucked between rows of weathered brick townhouses, there's an unmarked door. No sign hangs above it, no light glows from within. Yet people step through all day long, some hesitantly, others confidently, emerging minutes later with eyes changed, shoulders straighter, voices steadier. You arrive one late afternoon, kicked by the tail of a weary Tuesday. Inside, you find a narrow hall lined with mirrors. Your reflection stares back, curious. At the end of the corridor sits a simple wooden stool, and on it, 3 envelopes sealed with crimson wax. Each envelope bears a single word. 1. Equanimity. 2. Abundance. 3. Fleeting. A voice rings clear in the hush. There are 3 truths you must learn. Many pass through this door, but few carry all 3 into the open air. Sit down. Choose an envelope. When you're ready, open it, and begin. You breathe deep and lift the first seal. Thus begins your journey. Part 1. Equanimity, the fortress within. When your peace is unshakable, no storm can truly harm you. Chapter 1. The quivering note. The envelope contains a single sheet of paper, its edges smoked as if lightly burned. Written in silver ink is a short note. Your mind is a kingdom at war. To master the world, bring peace to your inner realm. You tuck the note into your pocket and step outside. On the sidewalk, you find a crumpled flyer advertising a self-defense class. The slogan reads, "Learn to strike before they do." But what use is physical strength if your spirit trembles? You decide to attend, partly out of curiosity. The instructor, a martial artist with calm eyes, demonstrates a powerful kick. Your classmates gasp. But when he asks them to stand still, to feel their heartbeat, most can't. Their minds chatter, "I'm tense. I'll fail. I look foolish." The instructor smiles serenely. The greatest fight is against your own mind. Every punch thrown in anger remains a bruise upon your soul. That night, you lie awake, recalling the thud of bodies and the sting of missed blocks. You realize raw power is hollow without control. You drift into sleep determined, tomorrow, you will practice stillness. Chapter 2. The Garden of Disquiet. Weeks pass. You discover a hidden rooftop garden, ivy climbing stone walls, lavender trembling in breezes, benches nestled beneath wisteria. Here, you come each dawn, notebook in hand, to record the chaos of your thoughts. Anxiety about deadlines, regrets from yesterday, fears for tomorrow, all pour onto paper. After a month, you read back your entries. You spot the patterns. A single criticism sends your mood tumbling, an insult sparks weeks of simmering resentment. You close your notebook, inhale the scent of lavender, and for the first time, intentionally do nothing. No phone. No plans. Just breath. At first, your mind protests, "This is wasteful." But you stay. 5 minutes stretch to 10, then 20. You notice the sky's palette shift from indigo to rose. You track a sparrow darting among branches. The world hums softly. In that hum, you find a steady beat, your own. Gradually, you learn to carry that spacious calm beyond the garden gate. In meetings, you pause before responding. In arguments, you listen to the tremor in your chest before reacting. You discover that each interruption to your peace is a chance to reclaim it. And with every choice not to be ruled by your impulses, your inner fortress grows stronger. Part 2. Abundance, investing in experience. You cannot rewind a single sunrise. Spend your wealth on what leaves you richer. Chapter 3. The Lost Ticket. One Saturday, you stumble upon an old concert ticket in your junk drawer, corners bent, ink faded. It's from a show you never attended, plans changed, you told yourself it was just money saved. But seeing the stub now hits you like a chord struck in the wrong key, regret. Determined not to repeat the mistake, you pore over upcoming events. A jazz ensemble playing in an intimate club across town, a weekend farmer's market in a village 2 hours away, a sunrise hot air balloon ride that costs nearly half your monthly entertainment budget. Your rational self protests, you should save that money. Invest it. Buy stocks. But your heart whispers, what stories will you tell when you're old? You buy the balloon ticket. At dawn, you float over quilted farmlands, mist drifting beneath your basket. The sun peeks over the horizon, casting long gold fingers across the earth. You feel your chest expand, this, right here, is wealth. You breathe in the crisp air, taste the silent hush, and promise yourself, never let fear of spending eclipse the joy of living. Chapter 4, The Currency of Connection. Later, you receive an invitation to a friend's milestone birthday in another city. The airfare is steep. You calculate, if you skip, you save hundreds, if you go, you invest in laughter, late-night conversations, and the warmth of shared history. You book the flight. On the plane, you reminisce about childhood adventures, treehouses, scraped knees, whispered secrets. At the reunion, hearing old jokes, seeing familiar faces, you realize something profound: money can buy a ticket, but only you can turn it into a memory. You dance in a rented hall, speckled confetti raining down. Your voice grows hoarse singing anthems you sang 20 years ago. Your heart swells, you feel utterly, gloriously alive. When you return, your bank account shows $500 less, but your spirit feels infinitely richer. You catch yourself smiling at work, replaying moments in your mind. That, you understand, is the true ROI of spending on what matters. Part 3, Fleeting, the Liberation of Impermanence. All will pass. Embrace your path, unshackled by the echoes of those long gone. Chapter 5, The Family Heirloom. In your grandmother's attic, you discover a tarnished silver locket. Inside, a faded photograph of a woman you've never met. Your mother's voice echoes from below, that's Aunt Clara. She eloped at 16 and vanished. No one heard from her again. You hold the locket, its weight cool in your palm. A wave of sadness washes over you, for Clara, for the life she never shared, for the stories that died with her. But another thought strikes, their hopes and fears, their expectations, gone. The world Clara knew, her rules and judgments, all faded to memory. You return home and sift through old journals, pages filled with admonishments from distant relatives: be respectable. Don't chase foolish dreams. Settle down soon. Your chest tightens reading those lines. For years, you've lived under their shadow, molding your life to appease voices as silent now as Clara's. You crumple the journals and toss them into the fire pit. Flames lick the paper. The words curl away. You breathe deep, tasting freedom. Chapter 6, The Spectator's Seat. One evening, you visit a historic theater-turned-museum. You slip into the dusty balcony seats, where generations once gasped at performances, wept at tragedies, roared at comedies. The stage below is empty, curtains moth-eaten. You imagine the crowds long gone, their fervor dissipated like smoke. You whisper aloud, what would it feel like to perform here, knowing no applause will echo for your name? You stand and pad onto the stage, fingers grazing faded floorboards. You deliver a few lines from your favorite play, softly, just for yourself. The empty house holds its breath. For a moment, you taste the thrill of creation, unbound by audience judgment. You speak, not for their approval, but because the words live through you. Stepping off stage, you realize, the lifeblood of art is impermanent. Yet in that impermanence lies your liberation. You no longer need to craft every act of your life for an audience that will soon dissolve into history's tapestry. Epilogue, stepping back through the door. You return to the unmarked door on the quiet street. The envelopes lie empty on the stool. Behind you, the narrow hall of mirrors reflects a changed self, eyes steadier, shoulders unburdened, voice resonant with quiet conviction. Before you step out, the voice speaks once more. 3 truths will not finish you, they will guide you. Equanimity will anchor you, abundance will enliven you, and impermanence will free you. Walk forth, and let them shape your days. You push open the door and step into the evening air. A gentle breeze lifts stray hairs, carrying distant laughter and the scent of jasmine. The world seems both immense and intimate, brimming with possibility. In your pocket, you feel the creases where the silver ink note once lay. Your mind is still. Your heart is full. Your spirit is free. And as you walk back down the unlit street, you carry more than 3 truths, you carry a new story, your own. Every like, share, and subscription pushes this message further. If this video inspired you, let it inspire someone else too. Click like, subscribe, and pass it on.